Dallas make it hurt.
Yeah. Oh my. What is going on, everybody in the house? Everybody in the house. I don't know if this happened to my screen. I haven't used it in a while. That's the first problem. If I adjust the camera, it'll pop back on. So I don't have time for that. How about that? So we already starting off wrong already. Y'all don't know that, but I'm already venting already. What's going on, everybody? Welcome once again to the one and only big time show that is being seen and heard live everywhere. What's up, Too Fresh for You? All right, I don't know who you are. You my family over there on TikTok. I'm just looking to see, hey, Kenneth Williams, what's up? What's going on? What's up with everybody over there? I'm going to come to Facebook and YouTube and Twitter in just a second. I just had to come over here. I see some people over there. I don't want to miss out on them. Appreciate you joining in. Look, I hope that you would share. Let's get that out of the way real quick. I need you guys to share. Very quickly. We're not going to have gigantic numbers because I'm coming to you in order to do what we need to do today. I'm coming in a different format. Usually I'm a little bit smaller. When I do that, it kind of makes the screen shorter, of course. But it also it knocks down my numbers because it's not in a vertical type format. I know y'all don't understand what I'm talking about, but trust me. So we're really not going to, that's why I need you guys to share if you can. Need you guys. What's up, Matt? I see you, brother. Thanks for popping in on me over there. Hello again to those that are on TikTok. Hope you guys will share. I'll go ahead and tell you now, but we're going to talk about some Cowboys briefly, but today we are going to do the NFL draft. Today we're going to simulate it. I need all you guys to go ahead and start getting your GM hat on. As much as we like to talk and fuss and argue on this show, I doubt very seriously if we are going to be able to do all 7 rounds. But what I'm going to do is make the commitment to do at least 3 rounds today. 3. By the time we finish talking and arguing, because today is going to be we're in the war room. Okay? We're in the war room today. And because we're in the war room, we got to have some war. So in other words, we're going to disagree, argue. I want everybody in. I'm not going to be the all in and be all as far as how this draft goes. I want you guys to have some heavy commitment. Well, not commitment, but I need your input, put it that way, so we can make this thing fun. We'll be doing this a lot over the next couple of months until the draft get here. I just want to see where everybody's head is. And of course, since we don't know how this simulator is going to predict who's going to go ahead of us, then what we need to do is just be prepared for everything. So welcome to the show. I'm going to speak to everybody that I see in just a second. Again, I need you guys to share with it. I need you to hit that like button. The comments are going to be on. I got the ticker up, as you can see there. I don't know how that's really going to work, because I got a feeling if I open up the line and say, draft him, I have about folks all in the wait and all that. Joe, I know it. I'm just having fun. We're just having fun today. And Joe is right. Until we tackle who we going to sign off our free agent list, who are we going to re-sign, who are we going to, until we do that, it's really kind of hard to kind of see what holes need to really be filled. But we're just having fun. There's some guys that are on our team that we know we're not going to keep. But then there's some guys, most of them, are in question. And then, of course, we're going to run into that wall where guys that we need to keep, we won't be able to keep because they're going to cost too much. OC is one of those guys that kind of fit that category. I don't think we're going to be able to keep OC because he's played himself into some nice money. And I know other teams will pay or overpay for him. Pick your choice, and we all know the Cowboys will not. We know that. So as we draft today, I don't want you guys to think that's how it's gonna be on my show. Okay, I don't want you guys to think like, well, I'm kind of being contradictory. That's what I may do, y'all. I may set the ground rules before the draft. For instance, I may say, let's draft like you're the GM. And then on another draft, I may say, okay, let's think like the Jones think. And then when we think like that, you'll draft differently because you know how they draft. But on today, we're going to draft the way you would want to draft, okay? So keep that in mind. That's the ground rule. We're drafting the way, even though a lot of you going to be drafting, ain't going to make no sense. But hey, that's what y'all want to do. So be it. I'm sharing right now and hope that you would do the same. Joe, I saw you earlier. I appreciate you for sharing all that, okay? I see you, Joe. Joe says that a receiver right now is a must and a decent defensive end. So the question is to you, Joe, is we're drafting 12th. You're going to have a receiver there, and you're going to have a defensive end. So your decision about your draft is which one you taking in the first round, because we only have obviously one pick in the first round, and then we got to wait a little bit until the second round. So you got to figure it out. You ain't got to tell me now. But when it come up, let's see what we're going to be working with. And then we'll make a decision. I'm going to pause the draft when we get there. Why am I being stuck here? I don't know why. Okay, now I just got unstuck. What's up to y'all guys? What's up? Appreciate you sharing the live, Donovan Todd. Oh my God. Appreciate you. What's up? Hey, what's up, Donovan? That's one of my kids at the school. I see you, Donovan. You just commenting. What's up with you, man? What you doing, man? What you doing, Donovan? And how in the world you I know it's you, Donovan. I know it's you. I know your name, son. Why in the world are you following me? Y'all forgive me. This is one of my kids at the school. Little kid I've known for a while, and he done found me on TikTok. Lord have mercy. I may have to shut down my TikTok page. Kids now following. Good Lord have mercy. I can't do it. Hey, let me speak to everybody. Miss Ty, how you doing? Joe again. John, how you doing, sir? Marcus, what's up? Justin Kitchen, what's going on? We here, man. Listen, first Cowboy news. Okay, Matt, I hear you. We finna find out in a minute because I ain't gonna do too much talking. What's up, Mr. Burns? What's going on? Appreciate you popping in on me. So we're not gonna do too much talking because we're gonna go on and get to the business at hand. Because this is what I told you guys earlier what we're gonna do. All right. Couple quick things. Congratulations to Cavante Turpin, Brandon Aubrey, of course, and then CeeDee Lamb. I think it was a given that we knew Brandon Aubrey and Cavante Turpin would be all pros this year. I don't think that's not a surprise to nobody. Cavante Turpin is the best kick returner in the game. There's no question about that. And we all know that Aubrey is special. Ain't nothing else you can say. Aubrey very well may be the Dallas Cowboys MVP this year. It's just no question about it. I don't see how nobody else would be except maybe one person, and that is CeeDee Lamb. I'm going to put this out here. I don't want to hear nobody ever again saying absolutely nothing about CeeDee Lamb and his ability. The man made All-Pro without his quarterback. I mean, he was second team All-Pro this year. I mean, come on now. I don't want to hear anything about him. He had over 100 catches without Dak Prescott. That gave him some. Most of them came from Cooper Rush. I don't want to hear anything about CeeDee Lamb no more. Anytime you make an All-Pro team on a losing team and you still put up the same numbers. So if you made all these over 100 catches, over 1,000 yards, if he did all that with pretty much primarily Rush, then good Lord, I mean, what would he would have done if Dak would have been here? So I don't want to hear nobody talking about CeeDee not being this and not that, and I don't want to hear that. He's worth every penny. He's worth every penny that we paid him, and I got a feeling this was that 2 All-Pro teams now. Look, this dude, man. Matter of fact, I ain't bring my whistle today, but if anybody say he not the guy, I need to blow this whistle in violation to you because you don't know what you're looking at. This dude is different. It's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. No, I disagree with you on that, Shane. Tyler Smith is great. He's also a problem. He didn't make All-Pro this year, but I'm quite sure he made Pro Bowl. I understand y'all guys talking about coaches. That's the other news I want to go to, and then we'll get to the draft. To me, when the Cowboys blocked 50, I'm 51, Edgar. I'm 51 years old. After all of the yip yap and talk, I really believe that the reason why we are not signing I'm sorry, I got distracted. Really the reason why that we did not allow him to talk to the Bears is because we want him. It's really just that simple to me. We're not going to let them talk to him. I believe in just a couple of days, we're going to see that Mike McCarthy will be back, as most of us have predicted. And I believe y'all might as well just get ready for that. The reason why I'm bringing that up is because if we are bringing Mike McCarthy back, then you need to think like Cowboys when it comes to drafting. I mean, it's common sense, y'all. We know what Mike McCarthy is. He loved to pass the ball, right? It took him, 13, 14 weeks before he finally gave it to Rico, right? So remember that in the draft, as you tell me who y'all want and why and all that type of stuff. Remember, Dak Prescott will be back next year. It won't be Cooper Rush. So the emphasis on the running game will not be there like it was Taylor Part and maybe about the last month and a half of the season. It ain't gonna be like that. And you know that. We got enough evidence with Mike McCarthy to know he loves passing the football. Keep that in mind as we get ready to draft. Gotta think like that. All right. Well, I'm sorry. I'm breaking my rule. I told you to draft today like you want to draft. Okay? So forget what I'm saying. I bring that to the next draft. All right. Who was that said that? Marcus said Jerry Jones not getting rid of the coach. Need to fire him now for this season because I hate the coach. What he's doing, he thinks you're gonna do better not. Well, your pushback though, Marcus, is this. Mike McCarthy really has not changed since he's been here. He's this is his first year, second year, I'm sorry, being a primary play caller. Previous to that getting hurt, 12 wins, Doc. I know everybody want to focus in on the playoffs and all that. That's fine. But you got to do the whole picture. The man had won 12 wins. 3 straight back-to-back. 12 wins. That's pretty good. It is what it is. Now, Kellen Moore was calling plays, of course, in the first couple of years. So, as a primary play caller, he does have at least a 12-win season. It didn't break. It didn't get worse. It stayed the same. Same results in the playoffs, regardless of all that. So, just keep that in mind. And, as you judge him, the man wins. He won way more. Problem is not the coaching staff. Of course, you can question some of the stuff that McCarthy calls at certain times, but you can do that about anybody. All right. Problem is your general manager and his son, who obviously aren't willing to change their philosophy of how to build a football team. I couldn't say it no more plainer than that. They see, when it comes to philosophy in the game, okay, you can point to the coach. It's 3rd and 1. Why are we in shotgun? Why are we throwing a deep ball? Ain't got nothing to do with Jerry. Don't have nothing to do with Steve. It has to do with the primary play call. It's 4th down and 1. Why are we spread out? Why are we doing all that? That's some of the stuff you can argue about. But when it comes to building the team, not acquiring impact free agents, and I always want to go with free agents for depth, that's a philosophy that needs to change. That's something that, it's just like now. Jerry did nothing really. He just sent Cardell like a lame duck coach and add to it. The roster really didn't do anything. Didn't try to help nothing. He was out there with practice squad guys. All that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Cornerbacks that just came out the practice squad getting destroyed and all that. He didn't do anything. He didn't make the move like he made for Stephon Gilmore. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? He didn't do that type of move. He just let Booth. He let Booth play. See what I'm saying? See the difference? He didn't care. I ain't gonna say he didn't care. He just didn't make the transition for it to move. So keep that in mind. Those are moves that you can't blame McCarthy for. If the guys can't play, they just can't play. What's up, Demetrius? They can't play. They can't play. They can't play. It's just that simple. And it's obvious to me that those guys, of course, couldn't play. So keep that in mind as we move over. Kid Cowboy, I wish I had my whistle. Everybody else got $100 million players and they able to get what they need. So we ain't gonna go that route. I'll blow my whistle on you, kid. Cowboy. Speaking of which, how you like CD Lamb being all pro again, kid Cowboy, with a backup quarterback? As you say, CD ain't worth it. I just want to add that in. That's all my only argument with you today, kid Cowboy. CD Lamb all pro again. Come on now. I don't know what the argument is about CD anymore. I don't know. But if you want to argue and say he ain't this and he ain't that, I'll let you have it. I promise you, you can have that by yourself. All right. So keep that in mind about Mike McCarthy and all that guys. Okay. Okay. Keep that in mind. What Shane say? Y'all need to remember what happened in the playoff game with Green Bay under McCarthy. He said the team didn't show up to play. And y'all wanted to bring them back. Well, a lot of people don't. I personally don't mind him coming back. I don't take 1 year which he had a injury prone team that's this season and judge him like he's trash. I can't do that. When you look at the whole body of work since he's been here, it's more on the positive side than the negative side. There's no question about that. He rebuilt the culture of losing or being, he's done that. We were consistently in the playoffs, which we just now getting used to. And you can't dismiss the fact that, we had an injury-prone year this year. You can't run the race without the horses. You can say I'm making an excuse all you want, but it's just the truth. There's a difference between Trayvon Diggs and Andrew Booth. There's a difference between when Bland was out, you had two guys. I mean, come on now. There's a difference when Demarion Overshown is out and you got guys you ain't never heard of. There's a difference when your starting quarterback is gone. Hello. There's a difference when your linemen are not there. There's a difference. I don't care what y'all say. You think the 49ers are what they really are? See, that's the funny part about us Cowboys fans. You would give the 49ers a pass because you know how much they lost as far as injuries this year. And you know the 49ers are not a 6 and 12 ball club. You know that. You know what's going to happen if the 49ers are all healthy. Come on now. Everybody get hurt the same year. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, it's crazy. So let's not act like, are we going to judge Shanahan on all that injuries that he had at the 49ers? You going to give him a pass? Some of y'all will give the 49ers a pass. If not give Cal, won't give Mike McCarthy a pass. Something wrong with that picture. But I digress. Forget all that. That's enough talk. Kudos to Aubrey. Kudos to CD Lamb. Kudos to Devontae Turpin for being selected all pros again. For all three of them. That's big for those guys. But in the case of CD Lamb, when he lost his quarterback, he still was a dog. I mean, he lost had Cooper Rush and still made all pro. I mean, come on. Ain't nothing to talk about. Being doubled all the time. He still got over 100 catches. Still over 1,000 yards. Still made all pro. I mean, come on. I ain't even talking about CD no more. Because anybody go against CD, you ain't talking about nothing. You don't know football. I ain't usually that brutal with it. But I am today. If you talk about CD like he ain't one of those dudes, something is wrong with you. That's all I'm going to say. You can argue about that all day long. But in the case of CD Lamb, you going to tell me this man still made all pro with a backup quarterback? I don't want to hear it no more. He is a number one wide receiver. He is one of the best in the game. It's proven again. 2 straight all-pro seasons. Let's stop it. CD Lamb is that dude. Bottom line. I don't want to hear nothing else about that. If you do, I wish I had my whistle. I'd blow the whistle. And tell y'all know football. Please, stop it. All right, let's get here to what we came here for. Let's talk about that. Let's everybody put your GM hat on. Draft the way you want to draft. I ain't gonna crush you if you tell me to pick a cornerback or whatever. I ain't gonna crush you. I need you to fill up the chat. I need you guys to fill up the chat now, because it's not me picking. I want really all of us to get on. I'm gonna pause the draft when it comes to us, so we can talk and figure it out. There's gonna be some trade requests and all that type of stuff. We'll go through all of them together and figure it out. Okay, by that way, I know we're not gonna do it's all 7 rounds, because by the time we all finish arguing and chatting and all that, so it'd be amazing how much time go by. So, what in the world just happened? Oh no. I'm just having. There we go, y'all. All right. Let me put myself in the right spot here. I'm already there. All right. Y'all see me at the bottom so y'all can hear me. And here's the draft simulator. I didn't see all y'all. Shane says, I disagree. We are no closer to a championship than we was 5 years ago. That's not even an argument, because in actuality, Shane, you're absolutely correct. We aren't closer. However, my argument was, I don't want to start all the way over. I don't. That's me. You may want to, and that's fine. I don't have no problem with it. I don't want Dak Prescott to have to learn another playbook and all. I don't want that. I want him to come in kind of ready to rock. The only way you do that is to give him what he needs and just start, fitting it in. All right? All right. Let's go, y'all. Here we go. As you can see, we are picking the Dallas Cowboys. All right? We're picking the Dallas Cowboys. I haven't done it yet, but I'm getting ready to do it. And then we're going to enter the draft together. All right? Let me tell y'all who I want, though, because I know y'all been looking at the bowl games. Let me tell you who I want. He won't be there once we draft, unless, of course, we trade up. I know the Cowboys are not trading up. So that part I ain't fit to do, y'all. Y'all know. Well, we'll look at it. We'll look at it. Let me say this, and then we'll get to it. The way the Cowboys are beat, we don't have time for developmental stuff. A lot of y'all want offensive line. I'm going to say again, but if you draft them in the first round, you don't draft a first round pick. And the first thing you want to do is put them on the bench. That ain't usually how it goes. Okay, your first round pick usually almost is a day one starter. So on that note, I just simply say the Cowboys need to knock it out the park. Round 1, round 2, and round 3. It need to be home runs. It does. I'm sorry. I don't want guys that you know he gonna get some time, but that ain't. No, we need day one starters. So don't draft me from. Don't give me a left guard when I got Tyler Smith already in that spot. Then you're going to say, well, move this person. Well, see, that's what we did with Guyton. And Guyton played right tackle his whole career. Then we want to move him to left tackle. He ain't never played it before. I ain't got time for that. We done that. We done tried all that stuff. Get that. Give me a guy who's going to come right in. And so far, y'all, before we get started, I could see a day one starter at another wide receiver. I could see a day one starter at running back. I could see a day one starter at linebacker. I could see a day one starter. Even if you're talking about defensive end, they'll be kind of, even though I wouldn't mind it, but they'll be rotational guys. See what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that because they'll get some snaps. So, you got to keep in mind, Sam Williams coming back, Marshawn Nealon is there in case D-Law is not there. And if D-Law does re-sign, he's going to be the starter. See what I'm saying? So, even if you go DN, that's fine. Defensive tackle, it depends on who there. And it ain't nothing really but one guy that's no doubt a slam dunk at defensive tackle in the first round. And this guy y'all don't want because he went to Michigan, of course. And that is, of course, that's Mr. Mason Graham. Probably going to be there at 12, maybe, before we get started. And I don't know. All right, I'm going to stop talking. Let's go. We're picking the Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to set it up for 7. I know we ain't going to get to it all. I'm going to make it slow. Normal is usually the speed. We're going to make it slow because I know we're going to talk or whatever. And we're going to enter in. All right. As you can see, Tennessee picks 2 quarterbacks go 2. Travis Hunter 3rd. Kel Williams 4th. Genty picked 5th. I know that hurt some of y'all. McMillan 6th. Pierce 7th to the Jets. 8 starts. Lord have mercy, please. Nick Sorten 9. Will Johnson at 10. God dang it, I thought it was going to happen. No, I didn't pick that. No, I didn't want that. Let me start that. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. You didn't let us pick. All right, doing it again. Karen Ward should do it too. If I don't see your comments, that's because I'm on this screen. I'm not even on to see y'all comments. Carter at 4. Travis Hunter at 5. Starks at 6. Safety at 6. Wow. Genty at 7. Kel Williams at 8. 9. Nick Sorten. Saints. Pierce at 10. The Bears. Yeah. All right. There it is, y'all. Okay, here we go. There's your first offer. Look at it. I don't like it. 37 would be in the second round. 6 to 8 would be probably in the 5th round. 77th pick. This is what New England is offering us. I'm sorry I don't have the exact round or whatever. 2026. And for New England, they're willing to trade all that away to move up to 12. We'll give them back pick 12 and pick 247, which is, I think, maybe the 6th round or so, maybe 5th or 6th round. Do y'all see that? Let me come to y'all check because I know y'all like it. All right, what y'all think about that? I know y'all see it. I need your comments quick as possible. Personally, me, I want to reject that. I want to reject that myself. Lord have mercy. Get this right. Okay. I need to see what y'all talking about on that. What y'all feel about it. We selling picks. Do you want to move out of the 12th spot to get, really you have no pick at 12? I agree, Kevin. Here, Cowboy, as usual, you just talking. No deal, John. I'm saying no deal either. No way I reject it. I agree, Joe. Y'all share this so we can have some fun with all these Cowboy GMs. That's what Frank says rejected. I agree. All right. Most of y'all gonna say trash and quack. I agree. All right. Let me see what they saying on TikTok. Y'all talking too fast. All of y'all on TikTok. Yeah. All these folks. I see Donovan over there. Who is that? Who's too fresh for you? Who is that? Yeah, I know. I work at Dom said give our school shout out. We will all be at Granville T. Woods. Okay, I don't know who y'all are on there. Probably some kids from this stuff. All right, let's reject this one. All right, Houston does it. This may be interesting. Houston is offering pick 19, which would be in the first round. Pick 55, which might be second round. If not, it's early third round. No, that will be second round. So we will have two, and then Houston will give up 2026 Houston a fourth round pick, all for the 12th. So let's get it. We'll still have a first round pick at 19, and then we would have two picks in the second round of this year's draft. Now, keep in mind, we do not have a fourth round pick. We don't have a fourth round pick, y'all. So you have two in the, no, I'm sorry. You have one in the first, 55, and then wherever our pick is in the second round. Now, that's very interesting. That's interesting. All right, I need y'all to talk to me. I think this demands a little debate here. Kevin says rejected. Staying at 12. Miss Verdi saying even reject that. Nat saying I'm staying at 12. I need y'all to type it in. It's still interesting, y'all. We don't have a pick in the fourth round. Now, that don't mean, I'm quite sure we'll get an offer somewhere as we keep moving and it'll put us back into the fourth round. That's interesting there. We moved to 19, 2. We'll have 2 in the second round of this year's draft. Interesting. I'm going to go with y'all because y'all saying reject it, so we're going to reject it. That's saying stay at 12, all right? And yeah, I think that's hard there. Yeah, Cowboys says sell. I believe that we're going to get an offer. Now, here's the thing. We have 3 picks in the 5th round, y'all. 3 picks in the 5th round. I believe that with one of those picks is going to get sold, and I don't know what we're going to get out of it. I doubt you'll be able to get you might can get a 4th round pick. Okay, finally, I found somebody that'll take it. John says, I can't stand it, Houston, but I will take the trade. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's really not. It's great. You know, you're just going to be at 19, and you're going to you probably are going to be picking some guys that we ain't never talked about at 19. But you're going to get a good football player. There ain't no question about that. I think you ought to stay at Marcus say pick 12. Where majority rules, you're going to reject that. All right. I agree. All right, if y'all going to reject that, then I know y'all going to reject this. The Chargers are offering pick 25, that's first round, pick 57, that's another second round pick, and then a second, ooh, my goodness now, a second in next year's draft for pick 12 and pick 172. I'm going to assume, I say rejected, but it's not bad. Somebody say stay at 12. I got that. Okay. Shane says I would say accept it and trade back into the first round. I already rejected now, Shane. So you had to take all that time to think about it. Okay, Marcus say pick 12. Wax says stay at 12. John says no deal. Y'all type it quick now. We live, baby. We live. See, this is why I knew it was going to take some time. That's why I said we probably just need to do 3 rounds. I knew y'all were going to take some time. No deal. I'm saying no deal to that. But the idea of having 2 picks in the second round, I think is pretty good. I do. Oh, Terry says accept it. Majority is Terry, you gotta tell me why we're gonna accept that and you didn't accept the first one. With a Houston. Birdie says rejected. Joe says no deal. All right, we gone. Terry, put down, we're gonna reject this one. You getting outvoted. But you got to tell me why would you accept that and then accept Houston's deal? Because that was the better deal. All right, y'all, on the board. I know y'all don't like it. And y'all love to talk about best player available. As you can see, Mason Graham is the 4th ranked player in this year's draft. He's sitting there. Got Will Johnson. Keep in mind, the reports are coming out. They're saying, as we already know, that we don't know if Trayvon Diggs is going to be back. And if he does come back, it's going to be at the late part of next year. We got Kelvin Banks, offensive tackle. And y'all go loving your lineman. Mr. Luther Burden, the Missouri wide receiver. You got Emeka Igboka from Ohio State, wide receiver. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you this. Now I hate to do this, but I'm going to say it. Let's just be honest. I know I told y'all to pick at you. Don't worry about whatever. Let me tell you right now, if this is the Dallas Cowboys, they are looking at 3 people right now, if this is the way it went. They're looking at Mason Graham, they're looking at Luther Burden, and they're looking at Emeka Igboka. Now, if McCarthy is the coach, you know he loves to throw the football. We've been begging him to run for years. It ain't going to happen unless that get hurt, obviously. I believe if you want to make this offense lethal again, give CeeDee Lamb somebody on the other side that if they decide to go one-on-one, you got a killer on the side to destroy one-on-one talent. I see killers on the board. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I ain't counting Loveland, who's good at Michigan, or Will Campbell. But I see Mason Graham is a killer. Will Johnson is a killer. Banks is a killer. Burden, of course, is a for sure killer. Emeka Igboka is a killer as well. Let's just look and see what they're saying about Kelvin Banks. You say Banks will have the debate surrounding his ideal NFL position from the pre-draft process to day 1 of training camp. While his polished technique and strong ankle suggest he could stay. I ain't want Banks. I wanted Burden. Luther Burden stands out as one of the most physically gifted receivers in his class. At 5'11", 210 pounds, that's a big dude to be only 5'11". He's a dynamic inside threat who thrives with the ball in his hands. Missouri has leveraged his playmaking ability through quick slants. Y'all know we love the slant route here. Screens, y'all know we love the bubble screens. And creative schemes. We still got to work on that, but anyway. But he's also shown the downfield running skills to rank among the top wide receivers, which means he can do the same thing that Cooks can do. He can run. Thank you. With shades of Anquan Bolden in his game, which means he's physical, like Bolden used to be. Okay, Burden projects as an immediate impact. Y'all notice that word right there. An immediate impact player, even from the slot. He has the tools to dominate as a number 1 from day 1. I told y'all we need to hit a home run. I love it. Now, let's go to Emeka Igboka. He's a top prospect. See right there, see the difference in the tone for the 2025 draft, projected as a 1st or 2nd round pick. That's not what they said about Burden. In our latest 3-round mock draft, he went 33rd overall. That's top. That's the next pick and the first pick in the 2nd round. Ohio State wide receiver boasts elite route running, athleticism, field awareness, with 2,600 career receiving yards. And he ranks 5th in Ohio State history and just 147 yards away from surpassing Michael Jenkins as the program's all-time leader. So obviously they love Burden. I love Burden. He's a dog, y'all. That's me. Here I come to the chat because I can't see what y'all saying. Here I come. Okay, well, let's start with I see you, Kid Cowboy. And Kid Cowboy, Uh, he went. Kept. Let me go back up. Man, y'all talking good now. Let's see. Yes, Travis Hunter been gone. Um, and Carter went, I think, fourth or something like that. Kevin is already there. Burden on Emeka. Sadie Boga. Kid Cowboy says we have Tolbert. If I had my whistle, I would blow it. But you ain't making no sense there, Kid Cowboy. Kid Cowboy says go get T. Higgins. I'll blow my whistle again, Kid Cowboy, because you know Jared Jones and Stephen Jones aren't going to pay that type of money. Stop it. You said Mingo is going to be a killer. 6'4", 245. He don't weigh that much, but I don't know about that. And what you're saying about it is we got a 4th round pick. We gave up the 4th for Mingo. So really what you're saying is give him and Dak a chance. You already got the answer. No, sir. Terry said Mason Graham is a no. Go get Burden or Iboka. I'm glad y'all think it would be. Burden would be my choice if Carter ain't there and he's not there. Burden was a little taller. Thank you, Miss Verdi. Please pray for us in California. It's a nightmare. You're absolutely right, man. We're praying for everybody in California. Praying that God will give you guys what you need during this difficult time. All right. Everybody's saying the same thing. And me personally, if Mike McCarthy is going to throw the ball like we all know he is, then you better give him the weapons. And me, I'm going to say Luther Burden is that type of dog, so we're going to pick Burden at 12. Burden has got picked. I'll resume the draft here. They picked Will Johnson to Miami, Loveland at 14 to the Colts. Kevin Banks to the Baltimore Ravens, tackle. Mason Graham, 16 to the Cardinals. Skylar Warren from Penn State, Bengals. Nick, I'm sorry, I don't even know how to pronounce it, but y'all see it as we keep moving. I got it going slow. Jalen Walker at 20. And so Ibuka fell all the way to 21. Okay. As you looking at that, please look to the right because these are the guys that are on the board. And I can go to different positions as well, y'all. So just don't look at the board. If y'all want something, we can look at it, different positions and see who's there. Usually your top players are right here. And there are some dogs over here right now. I didn't mean to do that. Oh man, I done messed up. Y'all forgive me. Thank you. I only picked one person. I only did one round. So let's go back to okay, we all agreed on Burton, so y'all agree with that. Y'all forgive me for that. Hey, we're going to do plenty of them. So we're going to do 3 rounds because it's going to take too long. All right, we're just going to go 3 rounds. I'm slowing up. Y'all forgive me on that. All right. Going again, y'all. Forgive me. I was janky. Starting old Travis Hunter, Giants, McMillan. I got everybody want to draft at 12, so I ain't going to go through all those scenarios again unless it's out the park. Ashton Jeanty gone. Will Johnson gone. 8. Do we want to pause? Nah, not now. Carter went 9. Nick Scorton. Kevin Bank. All right, we're going to reject this. All right. I'm being janky. Y'all forgive me, man, because this is janky. It's picking stuff for me. I'm going to pause it for one thing if I see something happen again, y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all forgive me. Won't be stopping it now. Okay, Mikael Williams. Thornton. Jason Graham. All right. So we're going to pick Burton. Don't reject that. Don't reject them. We'll go ahead and pick Mr. Burton. All right. You back on track. It failed just the way we had it before. All right. Y'all forgive me for doing all this stuff, but we found one that got us right back in the groove. Finally, we'll go to the second round. Isn't it amazing as you look to the right that Loveland is still on the board? Till the end, as soon as I said it, exactly. I'm sorry if I'm looking at this main screen, so I'm not seeing nobody's comment. I'm gonna come back to it once we get to the second round. Please don't think I'm ignoring you. Those of you that are on TikTok, don't believe I was ignoring you. My goodness, Amari and Hampton is already picked out at 27. I know some of y'all trying to figure out a way to get back in the first round. That ain't gonna happen. All right. We're here. Tyree Williams is gone. This is when it's about to get interesting because some of y'all don't know some of these names that are here. We're gonna take our time. I'm not claiming that I know them all as well, but these guys are ranked pretty high, and it fits a lot of our needs. I know a few of these guys that are there. And no kid, Cowboy, let me stop you real quick. We're not drafting Jalen Milroy, so forget that. All right, y'all. Let me come to the comments now. Because as you can see, look at this. Look what Tennessee is offering. Now, for those that love picks, you might be wanting to look at this. Now, it will knock you out of the second round if you pick this, but you will gain another third round, you will gain a fourth round, and look like you will gain another fifth round pick. With that offer right there, y'all see that? So again, you will lose your second round pick. But you would gain, look like you would gain 102 and 119. Wouldn't that be in the same round? So that would mean you would get, good Lord, you would get 3 picks in the third round. And then that 133 would be the fourth round. Wait a minute, y'all. Now, your high quality guys won't be there. It'd be guys that y'all really don't know about. At least I don't think you do. Now, that's interesting. Let's start there, y'all. I'm pausing it now. Let's talk about this one. That's interesting. You have you have another third round. If you accept this right here, you will have 2 picks in the third round. No, 3, because that's 119. You will have 3 picks in the third round. You would have a fourth round pick. Then you got 3 picks in the fifth round. Very, very, very interesting. Very interesting. Very interesting. Kevin says rejected. Matt Thompson says accepted. I need y'all to think about what we're talking about now. Joe says accepted. Oh my. Quack says take it. That's 3. Kevin says, I'm going to say, woo-wee. I don't know. That's interesting. Quack says take it. Y'all looking at it. I know some of y'all debating. I need y'all to put it up. We're going to ponder about this one a little bit. Come on now. I'm leaning toward taking it. There ain't no sense in me lying. I know we're in the second round, but 3 picks possibly in the third round. And we get our fourth round, then you got 3 picks in the fifth round. Ooh-wee. Now y'all talking about rebuilding, right? Is that right? I said we got to hit a home run, but I don't know, y'all. I mean, y'all want to rebuild or what? Because this is how you rebuild. 3 picks in the 3rd round. I'm going to side with Kevin, though, my brother. I'm going to say reject. That's me. Right now, I got 3-2. I need y'all to help. I need some help. I need some help real quick. I need some help. Somebody come talk to me. Somebody come talk to me now. Oh, that James. What's up, James? James Carter, my little guy. What's up, y'all? I appreciate y'all. My guys on here. Braylon on here. Oh, that much. Braylon is on here. Good Lord. What's up, Tamarius? What's up? I got all my guys on here. Y'all ain't, let me see where y'all at now. You can find good talent with the early pick. It's rebuilding. It's not real. It's loading up. Accept it, Shane says, because we never pick anyone good in the 2nd round anyway. You can't read that, will you? Okay, what's up, Chris? I'm sorry. Well, since you said that and you the first one that have said that, I'm going to try to blow this up a little bit more. I don't think everybody else can see this. You can see it. Okay, that's about the best that I can do without getting it too ignorant. All right, maybe you can see that now, but I'll read it to you. William is Tennessee. We're in the 2nd round. Tennessee is offering pick 102, which would be the 3rd round. Pick 119 would be the 3rd round. Pick 113 would be the 4th round. And they're offering 2026 2nd and 3rd for our 2nd round pick, and pick 149, which would be probably one of our 5th round picks. We got 3 in the 5th round. So the picture is this. We'll keep our 3rd round. No, yes. We'll have 3 picks overall in the 3rd round. We would get our 4th round pick back, and which means you would have 2 instead of 3 in the 5th round. Will you? Now keep in mind, we got another offer. We got another offer there, and we can counter it as well. But that's a nice package. I can't lie. So you got to make a decision on what you guys take that. Now, if I'm the Jones family, I know what they would do. Exactly, which would that you would have a 4th round pick with that 133, 139, no, 133 pick. See, this is the kind of stuff that'll make you reject Titans offer. That's me. Okay, we're about even, right? So when it's even, I'm gonna make the final call. Maybe y'all can see I can't get to the screen of who's on the board unless I, reject it. And there's gonna be probably another offer here as well. But I wish I could see Campbell, the linebacker from Alabama there. Keep in mind, we don't have no linebackers, y'all. I see Walker from Kentucky, the defensive tackle there. That's just off the top. I think there's another linebacker there from Ole Miss. So we obviously got needs a linebacker, but are they worth a 2nd round pick? That's what we got to deal with. So we're gonna reject and we're gonna reject the offer from Tennessee, even though it's very nice. Okay, Arizona, we trade back. I don't like that. Arizona just offering us 3 back, and they want to move up 3 spots, and then give us a 3rd round pick from next year, and they trying to fleece us with 2 picks, 188. So that'll be about the 6th round, something like that. I don't like that. I don't even want to counter that. I'm gonna take that one off. I'll tell y'all. I know y'all reject it. All right. So y'all want to draft at 12. All right. Let's go, y'all. We got Jaheed Campbell, the linebacker. Okay, let me go back. We got the wide receiver from Miami, Reese Sproul, but we just drafted Burden. Keep that in mind. Princely, I'm sorry I can't pronounce that other name, from the edge from Ole Miss. He's real good. I know that for sure. But is he worth the 2nd round pick? And is he just, I told you we got to hit home runs here. Deontay Walker is a pretty good defensive tackle. You got the edge from the guy last night, JT, who got hurt with his ankle. I'm just going down here to see if somebody will go at 44. We got Isaiah Bond there. So we just drafted Burton. TJ Sanders is there. He's pretty good. He won't be there in the 3rd round. The kid from South Carolina is good. There. All right. Jack Sawyer's there. You guys saw him last night. He's been killing all year. That's an edge guy. High motor. Can knock your head off good against run and pass. He reminds me of TJ Watt a little bit. He's just not as fast as Watt is. Jack Sawyer, but they got him projected at 60. You know, that would be kind of reaching if you was to get him. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Trayvon Henderson is there, the running back from Ohio State. We know we got to get a running back. Hampton is gone. Genty is gone. Henderson is there at 63. I doubt he makes the 3rd round. I really don't think Trayvon Henderson will be a reach at that point, but you got some guys up there. Let's go up again there. I want to say something about Jaleel Campbell. We don't have no linebackers, y'all. We don't. Either they're hurt or, and you know, Jared Jones them ain't spending no money. So, you know, and I'm tired of these bargain being free agents, so you can just do it for depth. We need starters. We need guys that are going to come in ready day one. I told you guys a linebacker will come in day one, and he's rated 39, and we're picking at 44. So this is really his spot, to be honest with you. Or I will go with Deion Walker, defensive tackle from Kentucky. Plus, keep in mind, I personally don't think we're going to sign Osi. Okay, I just don't think so. I think Osi going to cost too much. This will be Osi's first time at a big contract. James says, is Dylan Sampson there? I know he is, but let's just go look. Dylan Sampson is probably rated way lower. Dylan Sampson is rated 135, so you'll be reaching if you get him. And Scatterboo is right there at 137. So you can wait for those guys. But yeah, to answer your question, he is there. As you can see, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They got 9 running backs rated higher than Sampson. So that's a reach. He's going to be available at number 2. As y'all just saw, Dylan Sampson is rated 139. We're at 44. We might can get him in round 3, if that's what y'all, since everybody like him. Pierce is already gone. He went in the first round above 12. And Chicago got him. Y'all type it in. So Terry says we need an edge. I agree. But I really believe the need is at linebacker. We're in a war room, y'all. Y'all don't ain't got to agree with me. I just want to see what y'all got to say. We got edge already. Keep in mind, Sam Williams is coming back. Marshawn Nealon. Golston is there. Whoever you draft as an edge is going to be a rotational guy anyway, which is not bad at edge. And then, of course, you got the cloud of DeMarcus Lawrence still over. We don't know if we're going to re-sign him or let him go. So if you got, let's just say D-Law is there. I mean, where would your edge really come in? I need, this is me now. I need day one starters in the first 3 rounds. I need day one starters in the first 3 rounds. We already took care of one at wide receiver. Linebacker is a definite day one starting opportunity. No question. There's no question. That's me. Defensive tackle is a day one starter opportunity, especially if we don't re-sign Olsen. There's no question about that. So that's to me where, and maybe even corner. And the only reason why I'm saying corner is because I really don't. But do you want to have a rookie corner starting again? That's what I don't know about that. I think we need personally to get a veteran that can play at corner. I don't think we need to put the keys in the hand of a rookie with Bland on the other side. I just don't think we need to do that. I think we need to get a corner that is a veteran who can play. Whatever the deal may be, whatever deal they gave Gilmore, that's the kind of money I'm talking about. I know astronomical point, $5, $6, $7 million, and let's roll. That's what I think we need at corner now. So the way I'm looking at it is because of the injury, the Diggs, I think we need a day one starter from, and I don't think we need to get that from the draft for corner. I think we can get a day one starter at linebacker, a day one starter at defensive tackle. Offensively, there really ain't no real spots for starting because I believe Steele is coming back. He's going to start. I believe Zach Martin is not going to retire. I think Zach Martin is going to come back. And so there's your right guard. Center, BB, left guard, Tyler Smith, Tyler Guyton, left tackle. So if you pick a lineman, I mean, when they going to play? When somebody get hurt? Y'all ain't talking to me. Somebody said Campbell. What does he play, William? What does he play, William? I see Khalil Campbell. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and draft Campbell. We're gonna have to get a linebacker play. I'm gonna go ahead and push the button on that. I think Campbell will fit our needs, and he's possibly one of the best players that's there round 2. As you can see, it's 39th, and we're drafting 44, so we're getting tremendous value right now for him. I'm gonna go with Campbell. All right, that's Jack Sawyer. We're in right after that. I love Jack Sawyer. Are we going to the 3rd round? Let's see here. A lot of good football players. The wide receiver from Miami is still there. And we at 52. Good Lord. Until the end. All right, I'm assuming everybody gonna want their running back here, but don't reach. Deion Walker is still on the board. I mean, they are going past these guys. We got all the way. Our next pick is at 76. I would pause and say, y'all want to do a trade to get in, but that'd be too much. I don't want to do all that. Okay, y'all see what's going on, right? Kill Cowboy said that's too much money. Draft a corner is better in the long run. Yeah, but I don't want to get 8 alive though, Kid Cowboy, with a rookie cornerback, especially in our division. So forget all the rest of the league. And if you already seen our schedule for next year, you already know we ain't got time to be experimenting with a rookie. But then y'all will be complaining, man, he's trash. No, he's a rookie. All right, we coming up. 49ers there. We are on the board. As you can see, we got another offer. Jets offered 95 and pick 128. I'm going to reject that for y'all because I know you don't want that. Seattle pick 82 and we get another, and we get next year's fourth round. I'm going to reject that. All right, y'all. Quinn Evers, a quarterback. I bet you kid Cowboy want him. All right. Shane. As you can see by the board, Trayvon Henderson is there at running back. And you're calling for Sampson. Let's go to running back just to see, because all those guys are still there. Here are your running backs in the third round. I mean, Sampson is there at 135. I know you like him, but look at all what's before him. If you saw the game last night, Nicholas Singleton, extremely fast, run the ball hard. Trayvon Henderson is incredible. Ollie Gordon from Oklahoma State is good. I don't know if Dick Giddens, he's very good. I remember the Colorado game. He's very good. I don't know about Allen was the other running back. He's pretty. I would take Singleton before him. I don't know about this Milan guy, but I heard a lot about him from Rutgers. Kyle Mananjanai, I don't know him. Clemson, I don't like him. Raheem Sanders, I've heard about, but I ain't seen him. And then you got Sampson and Scatterboo right there behind you. And then you got Devin Neal at 142. I mean, good Lord. This is rich. ETN from Georgia at 161. Man, there's some good running backs in this draft. Donovan Edwards at 203. Woo. Okay. Trayvon Henderson is there. Dylan Sampson. Let's read about Dylan real quick. Stands out among them. Dylan Sampson stands out among them. Volunteer star dominated the SEC in 2024, leading the conference with 1,485 yards and 22 touchdowns, all while displaying exceptional explosive and elite vision. Now, the reason why we really need to look at that is because the conference that he played in, and you know the SEC, you put up 1,400 yards in the SEC, you're a legit running back. But we already know that about Dylan. So y'all know about him. You seen him. Trayvon Henderson is dangerous, extremely. Let me pick him. Trayvon Henderson stands out as a true dual threat back. Passing, that means passing, of course, and running. Blending, impressive speed, the pass catching skills that hint at third down potential. And healthy, he's electric in open space, which we've seen. Weaving through defenders, which you saw last night, with sharp vision and surprising burst. However, here we go, concerns linger about whether he peaked during his record-breaking 2021 freshman season. While he hasn't underperformed, his dominance hasn't been as consistent since that 15-touchdown year. At his best, Henderson combines modern dual-threat versatility with the explosiveness of a classic power back, making him a dynamic force when fully unleashed. Now, what that sound like to y'all about Henderson? That sound like to me that I'm thinking in terms of maybe year 3, year 4. Is his tires going to get flat like most running backs do? Like you done used them up so much that he done lost so much, because they already saying it now. He still ain't reached 221. Did he peak too early? See what I'm saying? Even though I know he's good. Did he peak too early or what? Interesting little note there about him. I'm coming back to the chat. All right. Let's go here. I'm going back up because I need to see it. I wasn't looking at the chat at all. Let's see here. Shane Dillon says Dylan Sampson is my pick at running back. Sampson Williams says it. Kid says draft and develop. Kevin says Henderson. He says Henderson. So far, I've seen more Sampson than Henderson. What we got for wide receiver? We got a Burden in the first round. With Luther Burden from Missouri, first round, with pick 12. So I didn't know Colorado had a running back. No, I want to talk about I said the kid from Kansas State who played against Colorado, kid Cowboy. He destroyed him. That was a kid from Kansas State. Gibbons, I believe his last name is. Pick Henderson. That's 2 for Henderson I saw. Sound like he almost washed up. I ain't saying he washed up, but in his 5-year contract, which is what he would get in year 5, would his tires be a little flat? See, one thing about Ohio State running backs, y'all, this is what happened to Zeke. And the list go on and on. Eddie George, all these guys. They run their butts off. I mean, they don't mind giving the running back the ball at Ohio State. And when you're playing in the Big Ten conference, it's cold, snow on the ground, all that type of stuff, you're going to run the ball. So Ohio State always get running back that they can consider themselves bell cow. Henderson is a bell cow running back at least with Ohio State. If he come to Dallas, he won't be a bell cow. Plus, and keep in mind, if McCarthy is our coach, shoot, we ain't gonna run the ball anyway. So that'll save some of his tires, to believe it. I mean, we ain't like we're just gonna become a power running football team. Now keep in mind, especially if you get Burden, CeeDee Lamb, and whoever our third receiver would be. You see what I'm saying? You know we passing the ball. And Ferguson at tight end, our third receiver will probably be, I don't know if they'll re-sign Cooks. I mean, pick your choice. It could be Mingo. It can be Tolbert. I mean, whoever you want at 3, it'll probably be Mingo at 3, or Burden can play both. CD can play both. So, Mingo can do it, but Mingo is a big physical guy. Mingo can pretty much play outside. When you run a 3 wide receiver set, you got your choices because all of them can play there. So just don't get locked in on, this person only plays outside. No, even Mingo can play inside. The only one that can play 3 is if you put Turpin in. Turpin would be your slot guy. That's all pretty much he can play. Can't really play outside. Tolbert can play both, but I don't think Tolbert's dangerous enough. See, I want to put as dangerous as a lineup out there offensively as we can. I want the gun fully loaded. If you telling me that we can have Burden, we draft Burden. He have to come in starting day 1. And if you even decide to keep Cooks, I wouldn't mind seeing CD, Cooks, Burden as your number 1, 2, and 3. I wouldn't mind seeing that at all. Because we know Cooks can play outside. We also know Cooks can play inside. I wouldn't mind seeing that at all. That's called dangerous. There ain't no doubt about that. I'm already got Burden on our list. So that will help CD out. That's going to help Dak out. That's going to help Ferguson out. All that stuff. But Rico needs a tag team partner. So the need to legitimize the running back room is to get Rico some help. I think that's a need. I personally like Sampson myself because he has pedigree. because Sampson did it all primarily in the SEC. As I said it before, because everybody in the SEC is a whole bunch of guys gonna get drafted out of the SEC this year. He did it. It's some guys is in the Big Ten conference. Henderson did it as well. And he's more of a 3-down back. What they didn't say about Henderson, though, is how well he blocks. Now, they said he's dangerous and he could be a 3-down back if he passing the ball. And he did that last night. Y'all saw the touchdown he got off the screen last night. So if you watching the game with Ohio State and Texas last night, you already seen the explosiveness. So there's nothing to debate about that. He's the higher rated player, but I'm going to counter that with what Sampson did there. But I hate to say this, y'all. We don't run the ball. So really is you know what I'm saying? In what round are we in? Third round. And this will be the last pick for now. In the third round, y'all, I mean, let's look at this. And I'm sorry we're not going to do all 7, but look at all these running backs that's still on the board. I mean, would you be happy with Giddens from Kansas State? Yes. Is a guy at 106? I would be happy with Singleton. I'm kind of uppy on Gordon, even though I like him. I'd be very happy with Giddens. This Kyle guy is pretty good from Rutgers. Sampson is there. I mean, if y'all do that, you're reaching if you pick him this early, but he is good. I mean, come on, I ain't got to say nothing about Scatterboo. He's there. And if you haven't seen Devin Neal play and you missing the treat, he's there, and he's projected at 142. So if you're telling me that your lead back is Rico, then history of the Cowboys show that the second back don't get many carries in the game anyway. And you know we're not going to be a primarily running team. You see what I'm saying? So we value in the running back position, but I told y'all to draft the way you want it. But I'm already thinking how the Cowboys think. And I'm looking at ETN down here, way down here. I mean, come on now. That's way down there. Look at that. Donovan Edwards is, for us Michigan fan, Kevin, Kari, you on here. We ain't got to say nothing about Donovan Edwards. We know how dangerous he is. And look what they got him rated at 203. That's dang near the 5th, 6th round. I'm trying to see if anybody else I know out here. The kid from Florida State is pretty good. Jalen Lucas. I'm just going down, and some of you guys know some of these guys better than I do. I know for a fact that this guy here, Mario Anderson from Memphis, even though he way down there, he can play. I live in Memphis, so I know what that kid can do. I mean, we loaded in running backs, as y'all can see. Some of these guys y'all don't know. Raheem Sanders is good from South Carolina. So remember, I want impact players. And even though you're drafting Dylan Sampson, if you wanted him, he would, if they gonna pay Rico, listen, Rico gonna be number 1 back. And your number 2 running back ain't gonna get the ball like that. We ain't finna turn all of a sudden to a power running team. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. Williams says, he said, we have Lemke. Oh, okay. Y'all ain't talking to me. Oh, I know they won't be there. Well, I believe Sampson will be there. No. You're right. I see what you're saying, Kevin, because we don't have a 4th round pick. Let's throw that in, y'all. If you're saying Mingo is our 4th round pick, like Kid Cowboy said many times, okay, now I get it. So we already got our 4th round pick in Mingo. So yeah, running back would be a good spot here, even though you probably can get one later on. Later on, you can get one. But I'm saying now that part come out, you're right. I don't think a lot of you guys will make it out of the 4th round. Some of them will not. Henderson, if we don't pick him now, he'll be gone. Singleton will be gone. Gordon will be gone. Giddens will be gone. And there's a possibility Sampson would be gone. I don't think Scatterboo will be gone. I don't think Neal will be gone, even though, we ain't had the Senior Bowl. I think Scatterboo going to go up regardless. I think Scatterboo going to be a day 2 guy. I believe Sampson may even be a 2-day guy, round 2 and above. I think Neal is going to move up. So you're right, Kevin. Some guys probably will not be there. I agree. So on that note, since we already got Mingo, we're going to miss on the 4th round. I'm going to say let's pick running back here. I said let's hit home runs. So everybody that's still here with me, I think the choices are for this pick, according to the chat, is Henderson and Dylan Sampson. I think Sampson is a little bit of a reach, but I agree with Kevin Kari, who says these guys probably won't be there after the 4th round. I agree. So to me, it's between Sampson and Trayvon Henderson. So there's the pick. Is it Henderson or Sampson? Type it in. Rico is just a feel-good pick, to be honest with you. Him and Ezekiel Elliott are just that. I don't think Rico will. He won't be number 1. He won't be number 1, Sam. Dylan Sampson, both of them, I think Sampson will be even limited in preseason games because they got big plans for him. See what I'm saying? They know they need the 1-2 punch. Rico won't even play preseason. See, that's another part you got to keep up. You don't want to lose this guy. Like it seems like we have catastrophic injuries in preseason and off season anyway. We don't want to lose this guy coming in. So I don't think you would have a chance to beat out Rico. If they pay Rico, he's gonna be your number 1. That don't mean that in crunch time, Sampson won't be playing more. I'm just saying, you know how the Cowboys are, Shane. If they pay you, you playing. That's part you got to keep in mind. All right, so far, hey, Ms. Verdi, I see Ms. Verdi says Henderson. William says Sampson. Shane says Sampson. Kid Williams says grab ETN from Georgia in the 5th round. I knew we were going to take a lot of time, so I only did the first 3 rounds. I know nowhere in the world we're going to finish up 7 because we all talking here, and I'm valuing all of your comments, trying to make sure I get them all because it's our little war room. I think the pick is between Henderson. I'm not necessarily sure of Sampson if I'm a Cowboy, but I can see why everybody's saying Sampson. I personally like Sampson. Let me go back to this. Let me see if they've done work on Sampson. Yeah. I don't know, so they have, but they haven't put the weight. What is Sampson, y'all, height and weight? Can somebody look that up for me real quick? Because Henderson is 5'11", I think, 201 pounds. He's 5'10", 207. That's almost Emmitt Smith type. What is Sampson's measurables, if y'all don't mind? Sorry, I can't look at it. They didn't give it to me in there. What is his measurables, Sampson? That will help me out or not, because if you're going, even though we're not a power football team, that don't mean that when we finally do call on it, we have power. That's what we need. I need that information. So Henderson is 5'10", 207. I need Henderson's I hate to those that are on Twitter too. I'm sorry. Appreciate y'all. What's up, TikTok? Y'all still on here? Dom said your ops on my live, man. I don't care. I appreciate you, Donald. I appreciate you, Donald. Lord have mercy. My kids who I work at the school, they all on here. They just on here. Okay. Donovan and Braden. Lord have mercy. All right, I need that measurable real quick. Dallas has a history of drafting players from Tennessee. That's right. You say you believe. Okay, there it is. So it's almost the same thing. We'll say Samson is 5'11", 201 pounds. Henderson is more flexible. And I'm really not worried about third down because Rico proved that he can beat the third down back. I mean, he's everything. He can catch it. He can block. So I ain't really worried about it. I don't think that would be a big separator. I'm not sure about Sampson as far as a 3-down back, but we wouldn't need him for a third down back. We just need him to plug it in. But I keep trying to tell y'all, man. See, forgive me. But this is what I'm saying. And I'm not trying to devalue nobody on the running back list, but if we ain't gonna use them, see, we got more value for the running back position than the Cowboys do. See what I'm saying? The only time they want to shove the ball down your throat is when the quarterback get hurt. And they'll switch to a power game. But with Dak Prescott come back, y'all already know what's finna go on. Shotgun all day long. Y'all know that. Just for curiosity, and I'm gonna come back to running back because I think we need one. But just for curiosity, I want to go defense. And Donovan, this is edge. You got another line. This is rated here. Got another linebacker there. Got a cornerback there. Lawson is real good from Alabama. I believe we got a spot for 2 linebackers starting as rookies. I do. Or they'll be battling with a veteran to come in for the starting position. It's going down. These are all the top guys. And we wouldn't draft all the way down here anyway at 76. Wouldn't. Well, you got the edge, the highest rated edge guys, Donovan. I can't pronounce the last name. You can see that, and I really don't know him. But for him to be rated that high, he's pretty good. But on edge, keep in mind who's all coming back next year. So keep that in mind. Remember, I want home runs in the first 3 rounds. I don't want guys that you automatically say, they're a part of the rotation. No. I need guys in here that's going to be a day one starter. So on that note, Strutzman, I don't know too much about him. These are from defense. And even with the cornerback, I don't think. See what we got at defensive tackle, and they way down the list at 116. And he wouldn't be there. So there you go with that, and that ain't too much of nothing. Let's go back to offense. All right, let's go to y'all favorite thing, which is linemen. Y'all love it. You can see linemen. You got Ernest Green from Georgia there. Kid from North Dakota State. Wow, he's very high. Don't know nothing about him, but for him to be that high, he must be pretty good. I just want to read about him, but I don't know him at all. And there's nothing there. He's 6'6" and 304. Not bad. So offensive lineman, offensive line would be picked for depth. Now, this is interesting. I will say this. Only reason why I clicked on offensive guard is because what if Zach Martin retires? Are you going to trust what's in the locker room already? And I'm talking about Hoffman, TJ Bass, those two in primarily. Are you going to give them the keys? Or are you going to move? Or are you going to draft a center and move BB to guard? Let's look at centers. Jared Wilson from Georgia. If that's the plan, then you're gonna need another center. Or you move Hoffman to center and move BB back to guard. So again, the answer is already in your locker room to me. These are the guards that are there, but I don't want a rookie star. And remember, I said 3 rounds. I need a starter. I don't think these guys should be starting. Now this kid here, Xavier Truss, he's the truth. He's the truth. So I don't know about that. I'm not even going to look at quarterback. And I know that hurts kid Cowboy, but we know we ain't drafting a quarterback this early in the draft. Wide receivers that are left. Kid from LSU, he's pretty good. He's high rated, but again, we already got our day one starter, Burton there. Nothing wrong with having another one. A lot of this depending on who we're gonna keep and keep in the house too. Got a lot of free agents. So I'm gonna leave that one alone for now. Because I don't want no more tight ends. Good Lord. And that's all we want to do, get tight ends. I don't even want to do that. So it's running back, y'all, to me. All right, final decision coming up. Ain't nobody there, Quack. Not at 3rd round. I don't want a rookie cornerback star, Quack. Cornerback. I think we need to go to veteran route, free agent route for that. Linebacker. Yes, we need that. We already picked Campbell. I think that's what we did. I don't want that. Edge will be a rotational guy. I need guys that's going to be challenging for A1 starters in round 3. I'm sorry. I don't want no automatically get him. He's a rotational guy. No, I don't want that. I want day one guys. All right. I'm going to say y'all what y'all said before. Sorry it took me so long. It's either Henderson or Sampson. Type it in one time and we'll be through for the day. Come on, y'all. Let's go. Henderson or Sampson. The only reason I'm calling Sampson out because a lot of y'all saying Sampson. One more time. Henderson from Ohio State, Trayvon Henderson, or Dylan Sampson from Tennessee. Let's plug it in real quick. Y'all help your boy out. This has been fun. This is why I know it's gonna be an interesting. Yeah, I'm about to go watch the game too. If y'all don't know, Joe is right. Playoffs are starting today. Texans and Chargers are playing now. That's why we got all the time in the world, y'all. We got a long way to go for the Super Bowl. We already talking about the draft. I mean, I can't stand it. All right, I'm waiting. I just need to go with the vote. Let me see. I got 1 Sampson. 2 Sampson. 3 Sampson. 1 Henderson. 3-1. And I'm going to go against the grain. I would pick Henderson, but you guys said Sampson. I'm going to give Sampson a lot of credit because he did a lot of his damage in the SEC. And I know that if you put up almost 1,500 yards in a year in the SEC, you are a legit running back. It ain't no question. So we're going to go ahead and draft Sampson, even though I would pick Henderson. But I just picked him, as you can see. Let's see where Henderson falls. It's the third round. He's still on the board. There it is. The coach just picked him up. The coach picked him up, which is funny because Taylor is still there. Interesting. As you can see, Singleton, Pittsburgh. He looked like a Pittsburgh still. Singleton does. Even though they got Warren and the other big kid. Dawson, who I liked as well, just went to Tampa. Let's see here. Philly picks up another cornerback. I don't think that's going to happen. Their cornerbacks are very young. But there's nothing wrong with having corners. See, I'm just believing your first 3 rounds, you ought to have guys that's going to challenge the start. It's just me. You know, people have different ways of building up a team. Mine is just that way. Good Lord, Minnesota picked Will Howard, the quarterback? All right. And that's it. So here's our first 3 picks. I would say that's a home run. Do you guys agree? You might as well agree. Y'all picked them. With our first pick at 12, we only did 3 rounds. Luther Burden, wide receiver from Missouri, 44 second round. Jaheed Campbell from Alabama. And Dylan Sampson, 3, running back from Tennessee. Now, look at what we just did. We just picked 3 SEC guys. 3. Where every game seems like a playoff matchup. Every game in the SEC, because most of them are ranked. I mean, just about every team, almost every team in the SEC is ranked. I would say home run in Burden. I would say a home run in all of them. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. This is what I'm talking about. If you had these in your first 3 rounds, you as a Cowboy fan should be very happy with those first 3 picks. I think you guys will have no problem. Do I get a grade? No. But I'm gonna give myself a grade. I'm gonna give y'all a grade. I think that is, if it's not a A+, it can't be no lower than a B+. You see what I'm saying? It just can't be. It can't be. It can't be. You get a bona fide killer with Burden, I'm sorry. You got another killer with Campbell, a linebacker who I think will start day 1. And then you got Sampson, who's a killer at running back. Even though we won't use him, and I want to be fair, I don't believe the Cowboys would draft Dylan Sampson. I don't think they would pick a running back in the 3rd round. I don't think they would. Because it's too much. There are too many other running backs that were on the board that's going to be there even in the 5th round. I mean, I really don't think they would do that. And I believe the Jones family would look at that and say, my God, look at all these guys that are running back. They're going to be on the board even later. We can get another running back, and somebody's going to say, shoot, God ain't going to run the ball anyway. I'm basing it off of that Mike McCarthy is going to be the head coach. That's what I'm basing it on. I really believe it ain't even a question, y'all. I think Mike McCarthy is going to be the head coach. That was a key signal there when they blocked Mike McCarthy from talking to the Bears. I believe that's a sign that he's going to be here. I believe they're getting the deal done. I believe sometime next week we'll hear that Mike McCarthy will be the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. It's too many coaches waiting. You know what I'm saying? You got a whole list of coaches that's on his staff that's waiting. There ain't nobody left. I believe that the decision's already been made. I believe that the Cowboys is being quiet about it. Kind of like the way they were with Trey Lance starting the other day. I believe they're just keeping it lip because Mike McCarthy has to get his staff some, you know, something. You know what I'm saying? Something to hold on to and say, why should I not just go get another job somewhere? I mean, every coach is just sitting there waiting. So I think that's been done. I think Cowboys just keeping it on the lock and key, and then everybody get to hide right now because the Cowboys season is done and they're not playing, and everybody gonna go and start their little vacation. And at the appropriate time, I believe Mike McCarthy will sign it. I believe deals probably are already made. I'm just going by for the assistant coaches. You know what I'm saying? It's more than McCarthy. You're talking about a whole staff that was on a 1-year deal. I mean, every coach. And for nobody to be talked to by this time, you gotta look at the handwriting on the wall. So I'm basing that Mike McCarthy will be back, and then that would mean that Mike Zimmer will be back, and that Jaheed Campbell kid from Alabama fits him. I like that. So to be honest with y'all, if you got a number 2 running back, Dylan Sampson, who really could be your number 1 running back, him and Rico, if given the ball, will be a very dangerous twosome. Very dangerous. You talking about punishing people. That would be beautiful. Even though I already said McCarthy ain't gonna throw the ball, but in case we did want to run it, you got 2 very capable backs that can get the job done. I believe that. So I think it's an A. I don't know what the criteria is for an A+, but I think we just hit 3 home runs. Burton is a Barry Bonds home run. You know what I'm saying? One of them shots that was Barry used to hit the ball out the park. He just stand there and stare at it because he know it's gone. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? When you just stand there, you know the ball you just wonder how far it's gonna go. That's what Burton is. Jaheed Campbell is a let me see. Jaheed Campbell in baseball terms, he's a Juan Soto home run. When Juan Soto hit it out, you know it's gone. But it ain't a Barry Bonds type distance. It ain't an Aaron Judge type distance, but you know it's gone. Oh, Soto stand there and look at it too. See what I'm saying? But they just don't go, Bonds and Judge hit it out 475 feet. Soto will crank that thing out maybe about 430, 440. I mean, that's still a long way, but I'm just saying it ain't like that. So, but it's a home run. Dylan Sampson in the 3rd round is a Soto type home run. Now, as you see what Terry just said, yeah. Exactly, William. Great analogy. That's a great analogy. If you go 3rd round with Sampson, it covers. I still think you need to get another running back because I don't think Dude's gonna be here, and I don't think Zeke already gone. Cook gonna be gone. But really, next year you're only really coming in with Rico and Lemke. I don't think Deuce is gonna be in the equation. That was just a feel-good pick, just like Zeke Elliott was. They didn't even know what to do with Deuce. And it ain't because he can't play. He can play, it just, there's really no spot for him, to be honest with you. But on that note, I still think you need to get another running back, and whoever that may be, not going to play unless. See, the other thing could be this, y'all. I'm just playing around with scenarios in my head. How we know we're going to sign Rico? How about that one? We just figuring Rico going to stay. But how we know we're going to sign Rico? And if just in case that's not the play, then we're gonna need another running back, and that's why that running back down the line may be big too. A scatterboo. See, if I'm not signing Rico, if I know I'm not signing Rico, I'm grabbing Trayvon Henderson instead of Sampson. And I'm taking my chances for later. I see whoever you get, they'll be a contributor. But if I can get Henderson and a scatterboo together, Lord have mercy, I'll take it. If I can get Trayvon Henderson and according to what we saw rating, if I get a Trayvon Henderson and a Dylan Sampson in the same draft, oh yeah, let's roll. See what I'm saying? What if we don't sign Rico? What if Rico's price gets a little ignorant? Y'all know the Cowboys don't like, let me get out of this. Y'all know the Cowboys don't like paying running backs now. We know, look, if anybody knows that, we know that. Right? We know that. So, I mean, you won't have to pay him much in his rookie year. But you ain't, I mean, come on now. Yeah, Cowboy, once again, if I had my whistle, I'd blow it. Trey Lance is not going to be our backup because, if I was Trey Lance, because somebody is going to offer him and out, and they're going to pay him too much, and he's going to take it. Cowboys ain't giving him another $5 million. Cowboys are not taking up their contract. They're not giving him that. And they're definitely not giving him more. They're not. And you know that. And some team, it's going to probably be more than one, will offer him probably $8, $9 million, maybe even 10 as a backup. Maybe even be somewhere at the 8. Cowboys not going to do that. They still believe Cooper Rush is better than him. Trust me. If Mike McCarthy is the coach, he's going to say, I want Rush. He's not going to say, I want Lane. Lane is still in pure developmental stage. Rush is better than him. And Rush contract is out. If they had to make a decision, they're going to pick Rush. You know that. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about Trey Lance. And if I were Trey Lance, I would get out. I would get out. If I was Trey Lance, he's at the point now in his career, Kid Cowboy. He's at the point now in his career that he needs to go and get a little bag. Number one, he done been hurt for most of his career. Number two, he's been demoted. He's been demoted as a starting quarterback. And there's going to be a team that wouldn't mind making him a number 2 quarterback. There's going to be plenty of places. It just ain't going to be Dallas. They will pick Rush. If they got to pay, and Rush costs too, Trey costs too much in comparison to Rush. You can go back and give Rush $5 million. But if you're going to re-sign Trey, you ain't signing for the same thing. And he ain't going down. You got to pay Trey more than $5 million. And you ain't signing him for no 3-4 years. It's not going to happen. Within the next within the next, I want to say 2 to 3 years, we will be drafting the future Dallas Cowboy quarterback. Whatever the amount of years that Dak Prescott got, that's going to be the amount of years that Mike McCarthy get. Okay? After that, they're going to be looking for another quarterback. So it's some kid in high school right now, or a freshman in high school. That's somewhere right in there, that's be your next Dallas Cowboy quarterback. It's going to be Trey Lance. And y'all, I don't even know why Kid Cowboy, I don't even know why you trying to keep holding the flag up for him when you know that they love Cooper Rush more than they love Trey Lance. You know that. I don't even know why you. And at this point, this could very well be the biggest bag, if you want to say that, of Trey Lance's career. Wherever he goes, he's not starting. This may be his only opportunity to get the big bag. For him, at least. It's very well, he may have already gotten his biggest bag when he was in San Francisco. He may not get a gigantic bag. He's there right now to maintain an NFL career. I'm just calling the truth. Whatever his bag was with San Francisco when he first signed it, nobody's giving him that. Nobody. I'll take that back. Folks will be desperate for a good number 2 quarterback, and they may overpay for it. And it won't be Dallas. They got too many other concerns, Michael Parsons. Now they got to start thinking about Bland. And then, the Cowboys going to say, we got too much, we ain't got enough money. We don't have enough money. All this will come in the forefront. And they ain't got time to be paying Trey Lance. No, sir. And this kid, Cowboy. Just like to talk. This. You can hold up Trey Lance's flag as he exits stage left to Dallas Airport and he flies to another team. You can go there and hold up his flag because he will not be a Cowboy. Will not. If you want to get cheaper, it's Cooper Rush. Common sense. So I don't even know why you I'm telling the truth. You just like to argue and try to rustle up stuff. You just like to shake things up. You ain't talking about nothing. You just like to show out. That's all. I ain't gonna even entertain that. I know better. You don't go down, you pay up. Especially with Dak Prescott injury history lately. Lately with his injury history. Come on now. You ain't paying all that money for Trey Lance. Paying to Cooper Rush. That was fun, y'all. That was a great little thing. We'll be doing this. I almost want to say every show almost. I doubt we can do a 7-round pick. If we did it, I have to stop talking so much and debating and move on, make better. I can't go by a clock because we'll forever be messed up. That's why I want to take the time, because I know I got a lot of opinions here. And I want to make sure that I get everybody's opinion in. And pretty much it's almost y'all just drafting. I just side because we're thinking almost the same way in some areas. All right, I got y'all. Let's see the score. Texas up 7-6. All right, y'all. That's it. Been on here an hour and 59 minutes, so we're going on 2 hours with this. We'll do this same thing Monday night. Get your thinking caps on, but remember, I change it for everything. Today we did it off what you guys pretty want. What y'all want. The next draft we're going to do and try to attempt to jump in the mind of Stephen Jones, Will McClay, and I guess Jerry Jones. So we already know this draft that we just did, we might get the same result maybe in round 1. But after that, y'all know how the Cowboys are. Y'all know how the Cowboys are. They don't think the way we think. So next week, let's try to, on Monday when we come back, we're gonna try to jump in and think as the Jones, not like you. We're gonna try to jump in and think like the Jones. And I think then that's what things gonna get kind of interesting. All right. Man, I appreciate y'all. Listen, y'all need everybody here to hit that like button, smash it. If you like this, if you want to incorporate this draft into it like we're doing now, let's just continue to do so. Some of them players I don't know, but my draft guys who really concentrate on the draft, they know. Boss, Cowboy, Keystone Cowboy. These are the guys who I'm gonna try to make sure I get on the show because they know these people. I mean, they just about any name you call out, they can give you a resume on. So that's the kind of guys that we need on this show and to help us out. And just see what's going on. All right. Man, I appreciate y'all praying for California. Praying for California and those people who are suffering, have lost their homes and lost years of memories. All of a sudden, just like that. Praying. I'm happy that the authorities have found the people who was, it was an arson act, has pretty much kind of figured that. But they did a lot of damage to a lot of wealthy people. Kind of like J.J. Redick. I don't know if you're Los Angeles Lakers head coach. He lost his home. He was saying that they were renting the home, but all on the inside of the house, memories, years and years, baby stuff, and all that pictures, things that mean something they cannot replace. They lost all of that, so people are suffering. Talking about turning your world upside down, even though they got the money to do whatever they got to do, buy up a hotel for 5 months if they want to, all that type of stuff. It still hurt. You know what I'm saying? It's still a shock, still a problem. So, we're praying for those that have suffered in California, and God has all the answers. No doubt about it. If you're a believer. Hey, I'm sorry you missed all the draft and Mem's 10, even though you weren't here. We you were in debate in our first round. Our debate in the first round with 12 Ibuka and Luther Burden from Missouri, and we took Burden at 12. We just had a debate on Trayvon Henderson, Dylan Sampson. I would have picked Henderson, but my crowd here, they love Dylan Sampson from Tennessee. SEC back who led the SEC in rushing. I think that means something. I discredit Henderson at all because Henderson is the truth. I saw that last night. They like Dylan Sampson more than Trayvon Henderson. So that'll get you up on that. If you believe, just go back, rewind, and look at the show a little bit. We only did 3 rounds. I knew we were going to be doing a lot of talking and stuff like that and debate and all that. So that's the only reason why I did 3 rounds. 3 rounds took, as you can see in the corner there, been on for over 2 hours. So if I would have did 7, my God, I would have. And I've been on this play for about 4 hours. And, All right, y'all. I'm sorry I didn't do this early, but I say, listen, if you enjoyed the show, you want to contribute to it, hit those stars on Facebook, hit the super chat on YouTube. You want the Cash App, as you can see on the ticker there it is, Cash App, $, the Big Time Show. You can do that there as well. Not a requirement, but if you want to contribute that, I would appreciate it. I want to thank all you guys for hanging with me for this. It's fun. We're going to do this plenty more times before the draft, y'all. All right? All right, I'll see you guys Monday night, 7 o'clock, for another edition of the one and the only. This has been the one and the only. Yes, sir. The Big Time Show.